Wherever the army has a role to play, the Corps of Royal Military Police have a job to do. If the parachute brigade go into action, so do the police. These men are highly trained for a specialized task. Men who have graduated from basic police work to play a frontline role during times of emergency. Efficiency is as vital to their job as it is for those who are involved in ceremonial duties at one of London's pageants or royal occasions. The role is worldwide, from Hong Kong and the supervision of dog patrols to almost any base or theatre of operation where the presence of the British Army is needed. Prevention of crime remains a major role for the police. Yet the business of detection is tackled with all the modern techniques available to men of the Special Investigation Branch. But this is where it all begins, with the man in the street, the policeman on foot patrol. Without his contribution, the Corps could not operate so effectively. He has the discipline and bearing which is developed during 16 weeks at the Royal Military Police Training Centre. These recruits at Chichester face an intensive course which is designed to produce men who are mentally and physically alert for the future. At the end of the course, this may well be your first taste of police work. The patrols line up for briefing. After inspection, the orderly sergeant will give the command, produce appointments, and then examine and initial AB 466 notebooks. Patrol duties are noted, and any information on current situations or investigations. Absentees, for example, or stolen vehicles. Anything, in fact, which will involve a patrol about to police a town. Beat cards are also issued. When the briefing is over, one man will immediately take over desk duty. But those on foot patrol may get a second briefing at the civilian police station. This system of liaison exists in towns where large numbers of troops merge with the local population. The cooperation works well. The opportunities to relax for a short while are right on the spot, whether it's friendly rivalry in the snooker room or just a cup of tea in the canteen. One military policeman is assigned to his civilian counterpart on the beat. Another rides with the patrol car. All details, including the meetings, are timed and noted and information passed on. The beats are frequently changed to avoid establishing a set pattern of patrolling. Here is routine with a built-in flexibility, all aimed to keep the potential criminal guessing. On these combined patrols, it is the civilian policeman who takes the initiative. Only when the suspect reveals his identity, in this case an absentee who carries an identity card, does he come under the military authority. Then comes the chain reaction of communication. Details are radioed back to the police station, which in turn has a direct link with the duty room. All details are entered in the daily occurrence book, and within seconds, the mobile patrol will pick up the message and be right on the spot. An incident is dealt with swiftly and effectively. The patrol continues on its beat to a rendezvous with the visiting NCO. Timetable efficiency is important for foot patrols in darkened and deserted streets. It also applies at airports, where the constant overseas movement of military personnel demands the presence of the police to ensure that nobody gets lost or left behind. The sightseer's view of a foreign city doesn't always reveal the problems which the military policeman has to face. Everything is dwarfed by the excitement and fascination of the place, yet the problems are varied. The language might be strange, or the social or political climate unsettled. But the policeman has to appreciate and overcome these difficulties before he can do his job properly. He must remember that prevention of crime must keep pace with detection. He must bring the personal touch to what is sometimes an impersonal and unfamiliar atmosphere. The almost casual approach is deceptive because it hides the sense of urgency which develops in the duty room and filters through to every man out on the city streets. All patrols start and finish at this control point. Here is the nerve center of the whole operation. Some big city problems are international, especially for motorists, but the policeman has a job to do. The whole strength and efficiency of the Corps is never more than a telephone call away from foot patrols somewhere in the city. Regular communication like this is essential. Often the call is just routine, but there are times when the standby patrol may be needed to provide extra help when trouble threatens. The control of any city is mapped out in the duty room. A radio call or the ring of a telephone can trigger off a chain reaction of events to meet a variety of situations. The radio network is tuned to alertness. Border patrols keep a round-the-clock watch along the frontiers. Tomorrow, the bars and busy streets could be on his beat. But today, he patrols one of the focal points of world tension. Such is the variety of police work. Vehicles have added speed and mobility to patrol work, yet the man on foot has not lost his importance. A border signpost points to tragedy and a different way of life. But bad habits sometimes have no boundaries. Leaving doors and windows unlocked is common enough. So in areas where there are unoccupied married quarters, the military policeman puts temptation beyond the criminal's reach by keeping a constant check. Nighttime in any city flashes out a message of fun and relaxation. The pace quickens, but the tempo of patrolling is unchanged. The same state of readiness exists any time, any day. Crime has no schedule. Trouble can develop from innocent beginnings. That's when a quiet word is never wasted. Advice and a helping hand can cool down tempers. Otherwise, impatience and anger could cost someone more than a packet of cigarettes. The visit of the duty officer establishes one more link between patrol and duty room. Information flows freely back and forth. The civil police are able to share the details, able to take action when military policemen uncover incidents not involving the army. The pattern of patrolling always remains the same: watching and anticipating, checking and rechecking. Off-street night spots, clubs and bars can seem all quiet and normal. But there are occasions when the experienced eye of the policeman can spot the unusual. Bar owners welcome these spot checks. They like a quiet life, and the best way to achieve this is through regular cooperation with the patrols. A brief word and a quick look around is enough. Dawn. The city is quiet, but early calls precede a change of duty. Every hour of every day ticks over at the same pace, slow and steady. Enough time to observe and investigate. Berlin is a sensitive city. The wall which divides east and west is more than a normal boundary. Here, in the shadow of the Brandenburg Gate, routine patrolling could suddenly become violently involved with an incident of international significance. The friendly greeting between policeman and German customs officer seems almost out of place in the grim surroundings. Look over the wall at Potsdamplatz, once the Piccadilly Circus of Berlin, and the emptiness brings the contrasts of this divided city into perspective. Checkpoint Charlie is one of the few crossing points. The flow of military and civilian traffic is strictly controlled by the military police of Britain, France, and the United States. Many of Berlin's problems are unlike any of those in other cities of the world. But the Royal Military Police adapt their role to work efficiently and with full authority. The man in the front line of police work is the man on foot patrol. Wherever the army is based, the policeman's role on the beat is essential.